Welcome back, everyone. This is Jason, a.k.a. J-Bone of the Ramblin' About Wrestling podcast, right here to bring you some thoughts on Sami Zayn. Is Sami Zayn returning to the ring soon? Is the big question on everyone's mind after some press releases have been coming out here and there throughout this week. Before I get into that, I want to apologize for not being on here a lot within the last few weeks. I have been very, very, very sick. And like I've said this before, when I get sick, and when I am sick, I'm not going to be on here. I'm not going to be miserable and putting myself out there. I want to try to be as close to 100% as possible when I do get on here and talk to you guys. I'm not going to look like complete garbage or feel like garbage when I'm on here. So I'm sorry I have not been around much. I have been feeling better. So, with that being said, let's get into this news about Sami Zayn. This is kind of exciting. For those of us who have been eagerly awaiting his return since he hurt himself back in, what was it, May? It was several months ago. A press release came, not the press release, but Gabe's, I don't want to wreck this guy's name, the guy that runs Evolve, Gabe Sapolsky, there we go, tweeted out on the 12th, said, "This is real, Sami Zayn, Evolve 49 and 50, this Saturday and Sunday, New York, DGUSA.TV. So, 2 events he's going to be appearing at. And no, he's not jumping ship. This is just something that's this growing relationship between WWE's NXT and Evolve. If you remember, very recently on NXT television with the whole Dusty tag team tournament, they had guys like Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano's from Evolve, and this could be all part of that, say like a kind of a goodwill thing, kind of a not necessarily a talent exchange, but a goodwill thing, saying, hey, we're interested in this guy. We want to give him a shot, even though he's still under contract with you. But it just builds a relationships, So obviously, people from Evolve are going to be showing up more often and or getting tryouts in NXT. In fact, on the WWE.com, it listed a few guys. It says NXT's next breakout stars, meet 5 Evolve wrestlers you need to know. Go to WWE.com to see the full article. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. But Johnny Gargano is one of those guys that they mentioned. So, one thing we don't know about this, and maybe this has come out and I just haven't seen it on another website. This is all from Cage Side Seats. But one opinion of the guy that wrote this one article says the current roster includes, this is talking about Evolve, current roster includes a solid mix of current top indie workers like Chris Hero, formerly of NXT, Drew Galloway, formerly of WWE, Drew Gallagher, Ricochet, Johnny Gargano, and current Evolve champion Timothy Thatcher. And he said in another one here, along with the press release, which I'll get to in a second, he says, you may now begin placing bets on which Evolve wrestler will get up in Zayn's face at the events. Personally, I hope it's former NXT superstar Chris Hero. Which means that maybe Chris Hero will come back someday. I mean, he did great. He just, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened to him. I know, obviously, yes, I know. I did a video on it. They let him go. If it was his physique, I thought he was a hard worker. Yeah, he's gained weight over the years, but he's still a good in-ring performer. But considering who they're all pushing now, it seems like, well, even if Chris Hero is a little overweight, thinking about guys like, Kevin Owens or Bray Wyatt, why not bring him back in? He's a talented guy. Fans love him. But here's the press release that Evolve put out. It says about details on Sami Zayn's 2 appearances. VIP ticket holders can take part in the meet and greet with Sami Zayn. This includes an autograph opportunity. Oh, man, that'd be awesome. If you have already purchased tickets, you can upgrade it to a VIP ticket at the events. This is nice. Sami Zayn will make an in-ring appearance at both events. But this will not be broadcast on live pay-per-view. This will be a special moment for fans in Queens and Deer Park. That's the 2 locations for $49 and $50. What will Zayn do? Who will end up in the ring? Who will he end up in the ring with? Be there to find out. So he's going to be in the ring. It doesn't say he's going to be wrestling, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be wrestling. He could get in a scuffle with someone. I really don't know what. I mean, I'm sure someone is going to put some kind of video out on YouTube this weekend, which I'm sure a lot of fans are going to be watching for. Just keep putting Sami Zayn in the search bar and keep an eye out for it late Saturday and or Sunday. And maybe I'll do a follow-up once we see exactly what he does. But yeah, so it's not going to be on iPay-per-view. It's just going to be live for the fans, which is cool, which is fine. It's just kind of funny. We'll bring in your guys, but you're not allowed to show our guys. I get it. It's whatever. But so yeah, so that bears the question: what who's all going to be showing up? I think that list on WWE.com is a fair warning to NXT, saying, hey, yeah, these guys could show up anytime. And, I think it's kind of a tryout, to give everyone a look at them and see how they do. And I certainly would like to assume that Johnny Gargano and or Tommaso Ciampa are going to end up in NXT under contract someday. I really hope so. But yeah, that's my thoughts on this, and I think, man, it's been a long time. Sammy's a great worker. He's gonna be one of the next big baby faces, in my opinion. I think over the course of a few years, he could gain a face status close to John Cena. I think he could be the next big babyface. I know they're trying to do that with a few guys, like Reigns, and we'll see. He's just got that. I don't know what you call it. There's just something about Sami Zayn. It's just, he's got a lot of charisma. It's easy to like him. It's easy, to root for him. That whole year build-up of his character in NXT, where he was kind of the underdog and went through all that stuff. It's his comeback's been a long time coming, and I'm hoping that he will actually get a nice NXT championship run, because his was, as good as the feud was between him and Kevin Owens, it was too short, unfortunately. That's one of those fantasy things that fans really wanted to see, and unfortunately only got a taste of, in my opinion. So yeah, we'll have to see what he does this weekend. Who do you want to see him face if he does face someone from Evolve? Put it in the comments below. I want to hear your opinions. Or if there's someone that I don't know who is on the roster who I didn't mention, who you'd like to see him face, put it in the comments anyways. That roster is loaded. I haven't seen any full events from Evolve, but I've seen like highlight reels that they've put on YouTube. Great stuff, guys. Seriously. Even stuff like there's a few Ring of Honor guys I think that have done Evolve stuff recently. Like I think oh god, what the hell's his name? I think Roderick Strong is one of those guys who goes all over still, but he's mainly Ring of Honor. But he also does like PWG stuff. I think he's their champ, or was their champ. Anyways, that's another guy I'd love to see in WWE someday. Roderick Strong. He's certainly one of the king of the independents. So yeah, that's it for this one. Hopefully, this is Sami Zayn's in-ring return to wrestling. If not, maybe it is just like a goodwill ambassador thing, talking about the relationship, and then he'll have some kind of little scuffle, conflict, whatever, in the ring with someone from Evolve. Maybe that's all it is. But nonetheless, it will be great to see Sami Zayn back in the public eye in front of fans. Can't wait to see the follow-up on this. We'll see what happens, and then if it is significant, maybe I'll do a follow-up on it this coming week, and or talk about it next week on the Rambling About Wrestling podcast. All right, and all the guys will be back live tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on their YouTube channel. I'll be there. You should be there too. All right, have a good one. Thanks for listening.